Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel, and we're here at MetroEast. And now we're going into our second episode, or our second segment of Community Hotline tonight. We're going to be talking with Crowdertainment Incorporated. Representing Crowdertainment is Jeff Crowder, the president.
Hi.
Nice to have you here, Jeff.
Hey,
and Scott Bourne, the executive media director from Crowdertainment Incorporated.
Nice title.
It's a nice title.
I like that.
I have to admit, I know both these guys. They're both volunteers here at MetroEast. And Scott, in fact, used to be my floor director.
A couple days.
Quite a few times for this very show. And so it is kind of unusual having you on the other side of the camera.
Like we discussed, it's the fish out of water syndrome.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be
Okay.
fine. You know how to talk, Scott. I have no doubt about that. And Jeff doesn't do too badly himself.
I try sometimes.
So it's kind of cool because you guys both started out here as volunteers, but now you have your own nonprofit organization. You're doing your own productions, which I know you've done in the past, but it's cool to be part of it here.
It is. It is. To watch it grow.
Yeah.
I would love to give you a plug. MetroEast Community Media is a great place to start.
Thank
If
you.
you're ever interested in media or anything like that, it's a good, just call up Monica. She'll hook you up.
I'm here for you. Yeah, it is a great place, and I'm glad you got started here. So tell me a little bit, Jeff, about Crowdertainment. What exactly your organization is all about for those who may not yet know.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We, for the most part, we're just getting started. We are a grassroots effort. And so far, we're doing pretty good.
And you're a nonprofit.
We are a nonprofit, an official 501c3, granted by the IRS, which is
Woohoo.
always great. It's
Yeah,
not always easy to get.
No.
But
you did it.
Yeah.
You did it. So what's the mission of Crowdertainment?
We are a nonprofit on-stage and film production company. We film movies and documentaries and regular go-see movies in a theater. Just the regular films.
So what makes it a nonprofit? What's the point of view, or what makes it a nonprofit?
Well, primarily the members of the board, myself being president, and we have a treasurer and a vice president, and they were volunteers. On the board. We serve voluntarily on the board. We don't get paid. We don't get salaries. All the monies that are collected go to the operating budget to lease facilities like the Russellville Grange Hall, which we have an event coming up next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday on the 19th.
Good, and I want to hear a little bit more about that. But before we do, tell me what is it that you hope to accomplish? Obviously, you want to create good movies, but you work a lot with kids, and you work with people that aren't necessarily professionals.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is that? What draws you to doing that?
I have a drive. When I was a kid going to grade school, I taught myself how to juggle when I was 11, and by the time I was 13, I was juggling butcher knives. And
doesn't everybody do that?
My problem was I was always extremely shy growing up. I was really, really shy, and I just kind of wonder where my life would be right now if I weren't so shy and gotten up in front of people and entertained. I've always been an entertainer with balance, and I twirl staffs and all kinds of neat things.
Like plates on.
I've never tried the plates. I had to do that sometime.
At Sullivan Show years ago. Okay.
But I want to give kids the encouragement and a forum for them to kind of get up on stage and in a nice, comfortable environment and express themselves artistically.
It's a tough world for like child actors and that kind of thing. And if you make it in the big leagues, it can be not a good place for kids. But it sounds like you're looking to give kids an opportunity like that, but in a safer environment, something where they won't be exploited.
Yeah.
But with respect for the kids and their families, and from what I've read, it sounds like you really want to do what's best for the kids.
Yeah, and I also work with the Shriners. I'm a Shriner.
Oh, you do? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I'm a catered clown. I love
Are
being
you?
a clown. Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I even got one of those little coolers that I ride
Do you?
around on.
Someday I'm going to have you come on here dressed as the clown. That'd be great. I didn't know that about you.
I'm all about it.
Well, and you're a dad.
Yeah,
and you're
I'm a dad of 3.
Yeah.
And, that's the whole thing about, see, we're not Hollywood. We're Portland, but we do have something to say. And the fact that we're not profit. We're not for profit, really. And we encourage education. One of the things that we are doing now is we have a stipulation. We want the kids to be in our films, in our film projects. However, they must maintain a passing grade.
Oh,
You know, they have to have a good attendance in school, and they
good.
and their parents need to sign off on that.
This isn't an excuse to get out of school.
No, it isn't.
Good,
It
good.
isn't. But you know, that's what we want. We want to bring out, because I mean, everybody's got something. You know, everybody's got some kind of hidden talent, and we want to, you know, bring forth that. And the project we're working on now, I Know the DJ, the film that we're going to start filming on the 19th. There are 4 kids. They're great kids. They're a little shy, and we're trying to encourage them to open up and play lead roles in our movie. So,
You know, that's really great. I remember when I was in high school that I always wanted to get into the drama club, and it was always, the classes were always full. I couldn't get into the class, and finally, my senior year, I got in, and you know, it was hard for me to get up and do stuff on stage. But I remember the teacher encouraged me to try out for the class play, and I said, I don't think I want to do that, and I did, and I got the lead.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
and I was like, it was a huge thing to
Yeah.
me to be able to do that, and it shocked the heck out of me. But you know, that kind of thing is really, it's important. You know, it helps you instill confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's too many children and not enough programs.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, some people have asked me all the time, you know, there's already school programs like that, but you know, there's just too many kids and not enough programs.
yeah.
And we can always use another nonprofit to help
I agree.
help kids.
I agree. So Scott, where do you fit into all this?
You picked me up hitchhiking.
Yeah.
Actually, Jeff and I's project kind of overlap each other.
Okay.
Our end tend to lean towards more the teenagers that are going to end up with nothing at the age of 16, 17, or 18. A lot of these kids, unfortunately, are going to have a hard time being productive. One of the reasons for this is that they lack the self-confidence to take that first step. Because they're going to say, I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
I'm going to fall down and
But
go
you
boom.
never know till you try, right?
And it doesn't make any difference if you fall down.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that you fall down, it's how you get back up.
Yeah. And that you did get back up.
And that's what we're there for,
Yeah. Cool.
to let them know, take that step.
Yeah.
If you fall, don't worry about it. We'll be there to pick you up.
So besides just picking people up, as a media director, what does that mean? Or do you know?
I'm not really sure, but I think it has something to do with promoting the idea itself. you know.
Okay.
Something to do with places like Community Hotline.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Little things like that.
So there's-
little
there's a-
things like a station I used to do a little gig for right down the street called KZME.
The radio station, sure.
And for
yeah.
all you folks sitting at home watching this thing, let me tell you right now, when you get really burned out on all that same old stuff that you hear on the radio, 107.1 KZME.
Nice plug,
This
Scott.
is good stuff.
Yeah, nice
It
plug.
really, I know they actually let me in there to play, if you can believe
And in
that.
spite of that, it's good stuff.
Besides that, it's really good.
Thanks, Scott. So the event that's coming up,
Yes.
it's on October 19th
Yes.
at the Russellville Grange Hall, which is on 122nd?
Yeah,
120th?
12100 Northeast Prescott.
So around 122nd Prescott.
Yeah, 122nd.
Yeah.
There's a big Kmart out there, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
right across the street on the other side of the street, next to
Okay.
the high school, the Park Rose High School.
Good, good, okay. And so you have this billed as a Halloween bash.
Yeah, it's
So it's a Halloween
yeah.
bash, but it's also the start of your taping of
No,
your.
we're filming. Yeah,
you're
we're going to
filming
start
that?
filming the movie. Yes.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the movie. One of you, tell us about the movie.
Okay. It's pretty much the story revolves around a kid, you know, kind of a shy kid, 17, 18. Okay, he's 17. He's turning 18, and he's kind of troubled. He grew up in foster care, you know, bouncing around from foster home to foster home, and he's about to turn 18. He's been getting in some troubles, you know, when he was younger, but now that he's 18, he faces, if he gets in trouble, you know, now it's big boy jail.
Big repercussions,
Yeah,
yes.
so, you know, he gets to the point where, okay, there's a mysterious man who helps him out, who's showed up a few times in his past and kind of helped him, bailed him out of a few situations, but they've never met until this one time, you know, when he's about to turn 18, or actually, I guess the day he does turn 18, he finds himself in jail. because he got in a fight with his foster parents, and so he kind of finds himself in jail. And then the guy shows up and says, "Well, look, you're 18, and your dad told me on your 18th birthday you're going to get an inheritance." So he gives him a check for $25,000.
Oh.
And and none of his troubles
I
goes
didn't
away.
get that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes, and that's what any kid would. He gets kind of a little van, like a
Yeah.
hippie bus, and moves out of the small town, moves into Portland, or the bigger town, and hooks up with some dancers. The story itself is going to evolve around the relationship between him and the dancers, and the dancers have a really good friend called, it's a DJ. So
okay.
the DJ of the film, I know the DJ.
That's the name of the film.
Yeah, I know the
And you don't have
DJ.
to tell us the whole story because we want to have some surprise left for when
Oh
it
yeah,
comes
no,
out. But
it's
So-
it'll be we're going to dedicate 40 minutes to nothing but dance and dance competition,
fun.
but not all at once. It's going to
Yeah,
be split
yeah.
up. It's going to be a very
love dance, so.
intricate story plot line, but it's got to be broken up. We're going to have and you saw the dancing on the Facebook
Excuse me, I
page.
did.
I tried to get
was
I tried to
great.
get
Excuse
a
me.
DVD, but I wasn't able to. I just wasn't
Well,
able
if somebody
to.
wants to take a look at it, it's Filmed in Portland is the name of
Yeah,
your Facebook
on
page?
Facebook
Filmed in
page.
Portland.
Film in Portland.
Yeah, so go to Facebook, Filmed in Portland.
Yep.
And I don't remember the names of those kids that were dancing, but they were great.
And that's just the beginning.
Yeah, it
That's
was really
just the
it was
beginning.
really fun.
What Jeff didn't mention is the fact that with this movie, the plot itself, a lot of the ideas are coming from the dancers, the actors.
So is the
And then
film
he'll write-
evolving
and
as
he'll write the script.
you're changing it as it goes
Yeah,
along?
well, yeah.
Oh.
Take-
and
It's kind of a collaborative project then.
Yeah, and he
And-
writes the script. He takes the ideas that we have during the production meetings, merge them together, then he writes the script, and we put everybody out. Here's your copy.
Great.
Yeah. And,
So,
and
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. And we're also going to have a contest, because we're not just looking for dancers and singers and actors, but we're looking for writers.
Oh.
We're going to have a high school competition. We're looking for someone to finish the movie.
Oh, really?
And whoever
We haven't
comes
got
up-
an ending yet.
Oh, how great.
in the film, it's in the film competition. Whoever comes up with the best idea, everybody gets to vote. This is a community, and people who submit their ideas, and they're voted on it, they win. They actually be in the credits and everything. And
That's
they
great.
get
And what
the-
a great thing to have on your resume.
Yes,
know?
Yes.
That's
Really is.
amazing. That's really a very much a collaborative community effort, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's all about community. That's one thing that has been lacking over the years is community involvement. I'm a Freemason, and the lodge I belong to was built over 100 years ago. 100 years ago in Park Rose, that was the community center. Once a month, everybody in that neighborhood went there, and they had the dinner and
Right.
and we miss that. We don't. Everybody's just so busy nowadays.
That's for sure.
We don't have community, and I want community involvement, especially with kids, because kids need leadership, not just from their parents, but other members of the community.
Sure. Well, they learn from.
Exactly.
It takes
other-
a village
Yeah,
to
right,
raise a child,
Right.
and I truly
and
believe
it's
that.
harder, I think, the bigger the city. Portland is not a huge city, but it's not a small town.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the bigger the town is, the harder it is to. It's easy to lose that sense of community.
Yes.
Which is why I think volunteering is such a huge thing. People that volunteer tend to get that sense of community back, and getting kids involved in volunteering, I think, is really key. It's one of my passions, and seeing you working with the kids here, and
You
the
just
work
don't
you're doing.
realize it until you do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The hardest part is picking up the phone, dialing 503-667-8848, and say, "Hi, I want to be a producer."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the hard part. The rest is all fun.
Yeah,
And, any kind of volunteering you do is important, I think,
Yeah.
because there's so much to be done. But that's a great start, and what a fun way for kids to get involved in the community and to get out of themselves. So the event then on Saturday the 19th, it's from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Russellville
Yes.
Grange Hall. What else can we expect there? What's
Oh,
all going on?
we're gonna have I believe it's called a Chinese auction. It's where we have like really beautiful baskets that were made up by one of our
Donated?
volunteers, Jennifer Hollenbeck.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I read
and
Jennifer, yes.
yeah, and they're really cool. They're candy baskets, and we're getting another donation from Vistar Corporation. Go Vistar, they rock. You know, they're very supportive
Cool.
in what we've done
Great.
and what we're doing, and you know they do a lot of candy. It's Halloween, so we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
have.
yeah.
So basically, we have these baskets set up. People buy a couple bucks to get some little raffle tickets, and they put them in a box in front of the basket they want.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
You know, we've got Starbucks. You know, we got like a Starbucks coffee card
Right.
with some coffee and things. You know,
Yeah,
all
so
different.
you like
you know.
coffee, you go for this one. If you like,
Yeah,
the
and-
tea basket, if you like the
Put it in that one.
the
Yeah.
microbrew basket, whatever.
Well,
whatever it is.
we do have a spaghetti one.
Okay,
and with
wow,
the
yeah.
with the bottle of wine.
Nice.
And so it's
that
you know,
sounds like
and
fun.
yeah, and you know, and we draw the winners.
That'd be
And,
fun.
yeah,
That
and
sounds
there's
like fun.
there's plenty of baskets, and we're also having door prizes, costumes. We're looking for costumes.
So people can show up in costume.
Yeah, we want
Ooh,
costumes.
let me get busy. I get busy working on my costume.
And we are filming a scene there. We're going to film 2 scenes. The first scene, they're going to film the opening scene where the camera kind of pans across the crowd. So everybody who shows up is going to have to sign a form. We'll have plenty
Your
of
talent
forms.
release forms.
Yeah.
So if people want to be an extra,
Yeah, we're looking
it's a
for extras in the film.
perfect
Yeah.
place to be an extra in
Yeah.
film.
And
Monica,
Yeah, hey,
121 in Prescott.
I've got it on my calendar.
Okay,
I know where
And
that is.
here-
I'll be
Here's a-
expecting to see you.
Okay.
here's the scariest thing of all. You know, if it's Halloween, you know, what could be more scary than chili dogs? So that's what we're having.
Crowded room. Yeah, it could be scary.
A clown juggling butcher knives.
Yeah, that'd be even scarier.
Yeah, that would be
That
frightening.
sounds like a lot of fun, and we're already out of time, but I think it sounds like a great fun, and I appreciate the work you guys are
You
doing.
promised us time.
Scott. hush.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Wrap it up, Scott.
If for any more information that you need, just find us on Facebook at Filmed in Portland. It's easy
Correct.
to remember. We got
Okay.
links to everything.
Thanks so much, and good luck. I hope everything goes well, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you on Saturday the 19th in costume. You won't know
that
who
would
I
be
am,
great.
so
The red wig.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching Community Hotline tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll be back here next week. I'm Monica Weitzel. We'll see you then.
My favorite thing about community media is how people find their voice and tell their story.
It's the message of, by, and for a community.
We're a gathering place because it gets people of all sorts of different backgrounds underneath one roof.
It's art, it's technology.
A snapshot of our community.
Going live.
In 3, 2, 1.